Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello, I'm glad you found this video. So I am so excited to sit down and talk about this topic because I think it's something that's really important, and I think nowadays we are so connected with this little device that it's really difficult for people to find personal me time. So we're going to talk about me time, how to find me time, how to make it, make the most of it, quality me time. So I'm going to share some tips and tricks that I think will help you actually make time out of the day for that. And then also I'm going to share how I spend my me time. Also, before I get started, I just want to get this out there. I am an introvert. I'm more reserved, I'm quiet, I don't feel the need to be around people 24/7. It drains me. I prefer to be by myself or with people that I feel more comfortable with. Otherwise, I just don't necessarily have a lot of fun, so finding me time has never been really an issue for me. However, I'm trying to be very mindful of my alone time and to use it well so that it benefits me and so that it benefits the people around me. So my first tip is to say no more often, which this doesn't mean you say no to every time someone asks to hang out. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just, if there are, situations where you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or you have an assignment due, or you are just kind of a little bit stressed, and someone asks you to go out or hang out, don't be afraid to say no. You have stuff to do. You need to put your mental well-being first. And so I think saying no allows you to use your time wisely, whether it be to get a homework assignment done, take a nice relaxing bath, to read a book, to sleep more, whatever it may be. Just don't be afraid to say no, because I know, especially in college, everyone's we have to say yes to everything, we have to do everything we possibly can because we're never going to be in that moment or in that situation or this 4-year period of our lives again, which is very true. However, I think it's also really important to put yourself first, because personally I think that mental well-being and mental health is so freaking important, and I feel not a lot of people place importance around it. And so I think that you have to make time for yourself to, self-contemplate, to think about, what do you want, just to have some mental conversation with yourself, figure things out, and to be at peace with yourself. That way you can go and kind of just be good towards the people in your life. And I feel a lot of people just try to do so much that they kind of put themselves last and they put others first, which is important, but I think that you can put others second and they actually get more out of it, and so do you. Obviously everyone is different, but I think those are two important first steps to kind of slicing out periods of time in your day for yourself. So kind of more tips come with when I'm sharing how I use my me time. So like I said, I am alone quite often, but I need to start being mindful of how I use my free time and making sure that I am checking up with myself and my body and how I'm feeling and all that kind of stuff. So one of my recent ways has been doing yoga. Now last week was my first week of class. We're currently in week 2. So the first week, I was sitting in class, how many hours was that? 7 hours throughout the week, and so plus I'm driving a lot, so I'm always sitting, so my lower back I've had issues with, and it was just killing me. So what I did is around 9:45, I turned all my lights off except for my fairy lights, and I turned my phone off, I set my alarm, I did everything that I had to do for the next day already, and then on my laptop I pulled up a yoga video. My favorite channel is Yoga with Adrienne. She's just awesome, and she has a lower back release video, so that's the one that I did. She also has night relaxation, happy morning wake up ones, so she has all these different videos. And so what I've been trying to do is when I can feel the tension from sitting all day, I'll get everything that I need to get done, and then I'll just do yoga for 15-20 minutes just to be again in tune with my body, my mind, and just it really helps me sleep a lot better too. So if you have trouble sleeping, I would recommend that. So yeah, yoga is I'm gonna try and make it like an every other day thing, or just whenever I feel like I need it. Because I think it's, again, I just think it's really important, and I think it's a really great, useful way to use alone time. My next thing that I like to do is read. I would say since I got this little puppy, I have not read near as much, and so, you know, over the past 4 years, I feel like I used to read all the time and it's just slowly declined. So I'm trying to get back into that. I am in a literature class this semester, so we are reading a lot, and it's super interesting material. It's Native American literature, and so I want to, like, it interests me, you know, so reading that book is a good me time thing to do. I feel like I'm throwing out all these words and none of them are coming together and making sense. I also have like a mystery novel I'm reading, and then an origin story of the universe book that I'm reading. So I think reading, if you're into that, is really, really important. It's just like you and a book, and you're just in tune with that story. So if you're not a huge reader, then I would do like a mystery or thriller novels. I feel like those are like the most interesting for people who don't like to read. I know some people like to just sit down and watch YouTube. I do like to do that. There's a couple girls that I just love watching. Danielle Carolyn, Michelle Reed, they're both so just like calming and inspiring, so I always watch their videos. They're like my go-to gals. So you know, watching them, I enjoy that. I also like to watch The Office while I'm, you know, getting ready or eating breakfast or lunch or something like that. So those are ways that I like to use alone time. However, I wouldn't say it's as mindful. It's kind of more numbing to the mind, but it's just kind of more relaxing. My brain doesn't have to think or anything, so that's a good way to spend me time as well. Another way is working out. This is awesome. You know, it releases endorphins, it helps get your stress out, you get active, moving, it's beneficial for you and your body. So I feel like there's just a lot of benefits to working out. So I work out at home like every other day, sorta. I haven't been doing as many workouts lately. I need to get back to it, but I love boxing because you get out, you get to just punch the air, and I feel like it's a great way to like relieve stress and tension. Yoga I would kind of consider like a stretch workout. You know, Pilates is really difficult and hard but good. You know, just cardio stuff, abs, arms, whatever it may be, you know, running. I think that is a great, useful way to use your alone time. Yeah, I just think it's so beneficial for you and your body. My last way is drive time. So this semester, I'm taking classes at 2 different campuses, so I literally drive like 50 miles a day, which is a lot. So I'm trying to use that time well. And so obviously, like, once I have exams and tests coming up, I will use that time to study. Also, listening to some music is good. Sometimes I get bored of music though. So I've been trying to listen to podcasts. I love Gals on the Go by Brooke Michio, Danielle Carolyn. I want to start listening to Katie Belliott's podcast. That's not her last name. I did not pronounce that right, but Thick and Thin. I also love Sam Harris. So I'm just trying to like listen to things that challenge my mind, and also just kind of I can learn from them. So podcasts are great, especially if you're driving or commuting, or just even like walking around campus or class or whatever it may be. I just think that's a great way to use your time. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I honestly feel like this video is just like really discombobulated and kind of all over the place. But I hope you just kind of get the gist, and I really would encourage you guys to just kind of sit down and think about how much time you have to yourself and how much of that time you're using wisely, whether it be, you know, journaling, reading, working out, doing hobbies such as, you know, YouTube or photography, cleaning even. So just like, I think, again, like I said, like mental health is so important, because if you're sound up here, then you can give so much more to the people around you, which I think is just so important. So going to close this video off, it just got like super dark, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any, like I said, thoughts, feelings about this topic, I would love to hear them. Comment them down below, as well as any video requests. And yeah, thank you so much for watching again, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!